Lord of the Mysteries 22 Pathways Ability Introduction. Today we are looking at the pathway who fights with sheer numbers, the death pathway, also known as the corpse collector pathway. This pathway belongs to the Spherot, river of eternal darkness. Sequence 9 Corpse Collector. At this sequence you will be like a walking corpse, you will have low body temperature and a gloomy aura. Because of this you will attract passive mindless spirits, that you will be able to see using your spirit vision. You are also like an encyclopedia of weaker undead creatures. Even though this may sound like a lot, you still only have a combat power of 5. From translator, I can already tell this will be a pain. Soul, spirit and ghost's meanings are way too similar. Sequence 8 Gravedigger. At this sequence you will be able to communicate with a small number of spirits and ask them for help. If they don't agree, activate your new ability Eye of Death, which will allow you to see their weaknesses and do some physical persuasion. Sequence 7 Spirit Medium. After reaching this sequence, say goodbye to 1v1 fights, because at this sequence you will gain a lot of spirit-related rituals. You will also be able to communicate with the natural spirits and ghosts of the physical world. And using this unique ability, all you have to do is take a few walks in the graveyard, and you will have an army of ghosts. From translator, I skipped some stuff not because it is too hard to translate but because there is no way to word everything without it sounding weird and AI translated. Sequence 6 Spirit Guide. You will gain a powerful ability called Language of the Dead. You can skip over your enemy's physical body and attack their spirit body directly. At this sequence your ability to communicate with spirits has extended to the spirit world. This will allow you to recruit spirit messengers or spirit servants to do miscellaneous tasks. After picking the death pathway, you will never have to dirty your hand. Beating your enemies with a gang of ghosts is your best option. Sequence 5 Gatekeeper. As we all know, to the living, the underworld is deadly, and the gatekeeper's guard is the gate between life and death. At this sequence you will be able to sense entrances to the underworld and control spirits in them. You can also open a door to the underworld at any time and drag your enemies into the underworld. Other than that, you can also create a miniature underworld within yourself which can house a certain number of spirits. Not only will you be able to summon them, you will also be able to use their unique abilities. Sequence 4 Undying. At this sequence you will be able to traverse the spirit world. You will never need to buy tickets for transportation ever again. You can go anywhere in the world as long as you know the spirit world coordinates. You can also borrow the power of the underworld to seal supernatural things. But there's one big downside to this sequence. Every 60 years you will die and resurrect, losing most if not all your memories in the process, which you have to slowly recover. Remember to make preparations so that future you will have an easier time. Sequence 3 Ferryman. All creatures who make direct eye contact with you will die, even demigods will become badly hurt. Even without eye contact, everywhere you gaze falls, will begin to wither and die as if slowly crossing the river of death. You are also immune to all damage except for purification magic, because as a dead person you can't die again. Sequence 2 Death Console. Sequence 1 Pale Emperor and Sequence 0 Death. The book never really mentions the abilities of these sequences. But you don't have to worry, just remember you are death. From translator, I'm surprised 002 didn't mention Klein's number 1 backup, the goat Azek Eggers, a single time.